What is up, YouTube? Got a fun one today. Today we are talking about the Zilliqa mainnet launch being postponed, why I don't care. We're taking a look at Icon's newest updates. We got an ICO review based on medical tourism, and we're looking at some things that Cardano has in the works. Plus I talk a little bit about my upcoming giveaway, and everything will be timestamped down below this video so you can easily find it. Cue the intro. What is going on, guys? Rodney here with cryptobros. Welcome to the video today. Should be a fun one. Before we jump in, quickly wanted to say thank you to everyone who has been subscribing to the channel. Seriously appreciate you guys there. If you haven't subscribed yet, all you have to do is come over here, hit the subscribe button. You don't even have to hit the bell, although you may want to, just because I have been doing a lot of giveaways lately. All that being said, we can jump right in. Oh wait, one quick thing. I do have a giveaway going on right now for $50 in Ethereum. Current price is under 400 bucks. That actually gets you a sizable amount of Ethereum. But all you have to do is go to this Eth giveaway right here. Make sure you go to the video, like the video, comment with your Ethereum address, and most importantly, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I will be picking the winner for this either on Thursday or Friday, so stay tuned for that. I'll post a card above my head, then you can find it in the comments and at the end of this video. And then also, quick update, I have two Cool wallets coming in. They should be delivered tomorrow. I'm going to do a review on one of those, kind of a breakdown and a walkthrough, and I'm also going to be giving one of them away as well, so I'm really jacked up about that, so stay tuned there. And then all that being said, we can jump right in. What's been crazy is the fact that Bitcoin price has legitimately just plummeted since I started kind of the prep for the video. We're currently trading at 67.75. Ethereum is well under 400 bucks, 380. Prices are down right now, man. If you are looking for stuff on sale, now is the time to do it. Neo 25 bucks. Cardano, which we're talking about today, in the 12-cent range, which I consider a great buying price. Anyway, let's jump right in. What's crazy is before I was getting all this stuff prepared, I was looking for just a good kind of read on Bitcoin. Nothing has come out since this kind of mega fall off within the last hour or so. But from Peter Brandt here on Bitcoin Live, it says BTC finding support for its bounce. It's interesting because the decline of BTC has found support at the neckline of the head and shoulders. This sets up for a possible retest. For now is the declining factor trend model line, which comes into play at 76.70. I have no chart perspective on this market. Your guess is as good as mine. And when I have a clear picture of the market, my response is easy: carry no position. So very interesting take on Bitcoin currently. The first story that we're going to talk about today is actually on Zilliqa. So the news came out talking about Zilliqa postponing its mainnet launch. And to be 100% honest, I could care two shits about that. I really don't. Like, I saw on Twitter, people are dumping their bags. People are kind of upset about it. I think this is actually a really smart, strong, and strategic play. Why force something if you're not going to be ready? And just like think about it. Like, who cares? It's a mainnet launch. From an ROI standpoint, a mainnet launch isn't going to do anything to the price. We've seen hundreds of mainnet launches in 2018, and we really obviously haven't had any type of catalyst for any massive price action. So I don't quite understand why people are so butthurt about it. I would much rather them take an extra few months, get their ducks in a row, then come out with a clean, smooth mainnet launch, because if it is shitty, if they do release a shitty one and there's a lot of problems, whatever, that will actually have a negative impact on the price. I currently love the price point of Zilliqa at 5 cents. I mean, if we just look at their chart, really it hasn't had a massive run out. When this debuted on the charts, we were looking, or when it debuted on the exchanges, right around 10 cents. High of just around 20 cents and back down at 5 cents, just back up to the all-time high, which I think this will blast through at some point. A lot of people consider this a Ethereum killer. This is hands down one of my favorite projects of 2018 and beyond, holding on to all my bags. But yeah, the announce came out. I just think there's a lot of potential here. So just looking at the actual article and what they said, the meat of it is right here. It says, unfortunately, we need more time to ensure the code gets properly tested and used by the core team, the community, and last but not least, the establishing auditing firms. We will be leveraging the additional time to conduct thorough security audits, prepare for Prepare for and execute token swaps, integrate with wallets, develop tool chains, and bring dApps on board. So all the things that they're working on are very positive for its actual project. Again, saw some tweets on Twitter talking about people dumping their bags, although I really respect this one right here by Oliver Bell. It says, in regards to ZIL Mainnet being delayed until December 2018, well, or 2019, it's not the end of the world. Things need more time. The team are perfectionists. I imagine they want to make it perfect for the release of ZIL. However, that being said, I've dumped my bag of Zilliqa because I see no catalyst for growth in the short term. The roadmap is now empty until December/January. I feel other projects can give me more gains as compared to Zilliqa, specifically mentioning ones listing on Coinbase. What I respect about this is the fact that he's saying, hey, dumping my bags, but this is why. And then he goes down here saying this is still one of the best projects in the space and one of his favorites. So shout out to him. Just appreciate the honesty here. Number 2 on the day is Icon. Icon currently trading under $1. Actually love the price. Point on here, I think this is severely undervalued. Again, another one of my top projects. Last time we saw a price this low was literally November 2017, and we've hit an all-time high, $12-ish, so a long way to go back to the top. Perfect buying opportunity, sitting on low supports. I really don't think it'll go much lower. Obviously, I could be wrong. Just for full disclaimer, not a financial advisor. You guys all know that. But they're advancing very nice. Unlike Zilliqa, they're advancing very nicely in their projects. Very cool article released today, really talking about a lot of improvements and things they have going on. The first being the fact that the Loop rebrands as Icon Loop. So the Loop, Icon Foundation's main technology partner, has agreed to rebrand itself to Icon Loop. The rebranding makes a lot of sense as we are now finally ready to push the Icon project here in Korea, said J.H. Kim, senior of Icon Loop. Our team is fully committed to contributing to the Icon project and serving the Icon Foundation. Also, $5 million of ICX repurchase program now in full effect. It says, although the project, well, here, I'll start here. The Icon Foundation council members have unanimously approved the first Icon repurchase program. Although the project is still in its infancy, we want to stay committed to creating token holder value over the long term. Very admirable there. And then it says Icon, the ICX repurchase program is a great way to give back to our community as well as reinforce confidence in our own project, said Min Kim, ICO Foundation Council member. In these times of uncertainty, we want to make it clear that our interests are fully in line with our community for the long term. We'll also see a similar statement like that from Cardano that's coming up in just a few minutes. And then it says repurchases found under the foundation's program will be made in open market or privately negotiated transactions subject to market conditions, applicable legal requirements, and other relevant factors. So anyway, other cool things they have going on. Scheduled releases over the next 2 months. A lot of big stuff for them. I'm really excited about these wallets. So we have IconX desktop wallet. So the desktop wallet for the Chrome browser plugin will be released. The Android wallet for Icon, as well as the iOS wallet released. Plus, man, I'm actually getting bummed out that I don't have a Nano, just for the fact that they have a VeChain integration, and now they're going to have an Icon integration. I'm currently using a Trezor, and we'll obviously be giving away a Cool Wallet, which is super cool as well. But Nano, man, making some moves here, as well as some... lastly, what they have going on is just some updates for their different programming languages and a bunch of other stuff that they have going on. So very cool to see the advancements of Icon. I definitely, if you're long on this or if you're looking to get into some specific alts, I think Icon is one of my favorite projects. I say that about a lot, but I have like a close-knit group of 10 of them that I really look into. Moving on. Very cool little ICO. I was going to actually do a full review on this, but I decided to kind of keep it condensed, short and sweet. It is called Medipedia, and it is an innovation for the medical tourism industry. I actually did quite a bit of research on medical tourism to see what kind of industry it is, how much money is involved, and how popular it is. Maybe not the biggest in terms of the US, but man, this is a pretty large industry. And just to tell you what it is, I threw a couple slides together. So first off, medical tourism defined is where people who live in a different country travel to another country to receive medical, dental, or surgical care while at the same time receiving equal or greater care than they would have in their own country. Generally people do this because of affordability. You get the same or better care for way less of a price. Cost savings can be up to 90%. But the problem in the current space, and this is where these guys are kind of stepping in, is the fact that there's a lot of information that gets lost in translation. It's hard to identify credibility, safety. A lot of these different aspects are coming in, especially when people are doing country-to-country activities. So again, this is where Medipedia steps in. Their goal is to make a medical tourism and information ecosystem where all participants can benefit naturally by interacting and communicating with providers and caregivers. They're moving this to the blockchain specifically to solve specific problems. One, there's anytime anyone's making a transaction here, there's very large expenses from different agent systems. There's information that's lost in translation. Some of these people say that agencies are incompetent or even corrupt when working with them. Corrupt meaning like taking advantage of the situation. The space lacks trust, and the price is very hard to define. Not to mention, if there's any mishaps in there in terms of price points, it's hard to correct based on he said, she said. So again, like many other industries, people are moving to blockchain just because all these functions can be recorded. So the core functions of Medipedia is the fact that they're kind of incorporating this matching piece, and it's patients can use the Medipedia platform to find and request customized medical services. For my research that I was doing on this, a lot of people do this with like some type of dental or mouth work, just because the price variations from country to country, depending on where you live, can be so large. So anyway, sorry, tangent there. It says when a patient requests customized medical services on the Medipedia platform, the network requests the services from all certified medical providers who can provide the service. Medipedia will obviously vet these, whether it's doctors, hospitals, practices, whatever, to make sure they qualify. But when they send these requests out, it blasts them out to everyone that's in this network. From there, they'll kind of get a response. And I'll continue on here. And it says, after proper information has been verified and returned, the patient can discuss and plan pricing metrics with various hospitals, doctors, or care providers, and finally receive the medical service by selecting the desired medical provider. Or they can continue to search until they've come up with like the best conclusion that works for them. The beautiful thing is, again, everything is stored on the blockchain. So any issues, problems, discrepancies they have can all be reviewed based on what is stored on the blockchain. Not to mention, they take out a lot of transactional fees, agent fees, things like that to really provide a really quality service. In terms of the token economics, initially their token is going to be the MEP token, and they're going to be launching as an ERC, but in time they're actually going to kind of switch over to the EOS platform. Basically want to take advantage of the no transactions, high scalability, and the fact that it is faster than Ethereum. Their hard cap is currently 12 million. They're shooting to raise 2 million in pre and 10 million in the actual ICO. And they currently have an active prototype. If we actually check out their website here, you guys get a good feel for it. Their pre-sale starts in 12 days. You can check out different partners. They've got some media stuff going on, a blog. You can check out their prototype. This is actually a video. As you go down through the website, just talks about the different things that they have going on. Some of the problems that they are solving, including the matching services, consultation, which is a big piece, right? You find a service provider, you're not just going to instantly say yes. There needs to be some type of consultation, some type of a back and forth in there. So talks about those type of things. Here's kind of video of a breakdown. Talks about the benefits for each, the patient, the doctors, and the external users. Again, these guys are focused on creating a whole ecosystem. Within their ecosystem, there's going to be a lot of things in terms of communication, whether that is writing blogs and reviews and sharing experiences, doing all these things, defining price points so there are no mishaps. So it is really cool. Here's an interview with their ICO just talking about it. breaks their stuff down. You can go through their roadmap, check out some of these different things here. But overall, cool project. I thought it would be fun to kind of squeeze this in today as opposed to doing a full review. You guys can check that out. In terms of their Telegram, 16,000 members. Went through there, fairly active. A lot of new members are coming into the Telegram. But yeah, you can check them out there. And actually, I wanted to pull up their Twitter page, so we'll do that really quick. And you guys can follow them over on Twitter at Medipedia _IO_EN. 11,000 followers on Twitter, not too shabby. So anyway, moving on, and then we will wrap this up. I will post all the links, as always, down below, as well as timestamp everything. So moving on, Cardano. So the last like 3 days, I've seen like 10 videos, just a ton of videos, I felt like, on YouTube, all talking about Cardano. Obviously, this is one of the biggest, best blockchain projects that are out right now. A lot of time invested in here, obviously huge market cap. But before we actually go on and talk about kind of what some of the hubbub is, looking at price points, man, I can remember seeing 12-cent buy orders in very high amounts, as well as some signal calls. Again, our all-time high is basically $1.30. So really, we have almost, I mean, we're under 13 cents. So really, we have an easy 10x back to the all-time high. Moving on, I think the article that really got everyone kind of up in arms, it said Cardano could be the next, or could bring the next crop of crypto millionaires by 2020. It goes through here, just talks about what it is, but then does a price prediction down here at the bottom. And for once in my life, I actually agree with this price prediction. And it's because it's on the conservative side. As I scroll through these videos, it's like $16 Cardano. And it's not that I don't necessarily want to say that. And I'm not saying it isn't possible, but I definitely stay on the more conservative side. I work with other YouTubers. I know what type of titles and thumbnails, when you start throwing huge numbers in terms of coin does for views. I definitely try not to do that. Anyway, what they're kind of projecting here is $1.89, which is beyond realistic when it comes to Cardano. And still, even that point from current price point is well over 10x. So money to be made there if you're patient. And then in terms of just some things they have going on, a couple articles released. They have updated their roadmap. A couple of things that they're really focusing on, the growth of the community and its needs. I think they do a very nice job at just kind of staying active in the community. Charles obviously is very active on Twitter, although he kind of jumped off it, but now he's back on. But anyway, a distributed and resilient network true to Satoshi's original vision, and balancing the pace of research and development so that commercial advantages do not outweigh the application or scientific rigor. I think this is a super important piece, because some of these projects that we see are really great, really technologically advanced, but may be too, too bold, too technologically advanced for the time frame. So I think that's actually a super important piece there. Then it just goes on to say, it says the next 18 months will contribute to stability, interoperability, and governance. Cardano's protocols will gradually increase in complexity, interdependent, and use more exotic cryptographic primitive throughout the advancement phase. And then just one last quick article here. This is actually titled Charles Hoskinson drops a message for Vitalik Buterin amidst the upcoming Cardano updates here. And basically the point of the article is like they're going to have a sit down and answer some of each other's questions on the tech. But the reason that I'm pulling this, they do have a bunch of great things coming up. There they are. Including Cardano 1.3. This update specifically is going to focus on the memory improvement and the efficiency improvement on the Cardano blockchain. And then following that, they have Cardano 1.4. And they're saying, in terms of Cardano 1.4 is going to be the largest update to date. And they're going to be focusing on file systems that uses about 1.3 million files to store the blockchain to about 44,000. Huge upgrade there. The wallet-backed specification has been fully implemented. I know a lot of people had issues with the Cardano wallet, so that is a focus point. And supposedly the largest part of this update is going to be on their code, refactoring it and attempting to improve on its quality. Also, August 15th is the introduction of a new project that will be based on Prometheus. It's one of its kind of steps in its roadmap. and the product will be based on Google Chrome. So basically, it will be an extension of Google Chrome. So very cool stuff here. Definitely recommend checking all these out if you're not invested. And yesterday it's very funny. I talked about the movements that I want to make in Bitcoin, but at the same time, very hard not to make plays, especially on some of my favorite projects like Icon and Zilka when they continue to drop. So anyway, guys, that is all I have for you today. As I wrap this thing up, just quickly wanted to say thank you for everyone to tune in. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Again, make sure you're jumping in on these giveaways. I'll be sure to post these at the end of this video and in the comment section. That Cool Wallet one will probably come out in the next week or so. I'm really excited to get these, figure out how they work, check them out. So report all that to you guys. So anyway, that is all I have for you today, and I will check you guys later.